Hey friends, how's things? Just me in this video, and it's just like a really short midweek video because I've got this Turbopower Junior to flog. So yeah, this Turbo Junior will be going on eBay shortly, and I just wanted to make this little video just to sort of show it off and actually film it in use. Because as I said previously, it really helps people when they are bidding on something on eBay when they can see it working. So I thought, well, why not? Got some time. There's no watch there. So yeah, I have just finished working on this one in the workshop. I didn't film it. You've seen me working on Turbopowers previously. You really don't need to see it again. They're all much of a muchness. Obviously the Turbo Junior is slightly different because it has a soft bag rather than a hard bag. And actually, whilst we're on that topic, I was thinking whilst I was doing it, it's quite a strange choice that Hoover made. When you actually think about it, the Turbo Junior was the bottom of the range, and then you had in the original first and second series and the exclusive machines. Turbo Junior was the bottom of the range, and then you had the hardbag version for Series 2, that would be U2332, and then top of the range with the Autoflex U2336. But that doesn't really make sense, because the Turbo Junior would have cost Hoover more to make than it would have cost them to make U2332, the green one in this instance. And the reason for that is because the Turbo Junior is more complex. It has more parts to it. So you think about, you've got this cloth bag which needs to be fitted. There's a plate that holds the bag in place underneath. The trunnion is a different moulding to the other machines. You have an extra cover here. You have a metal handle. You have an extra piece of plastic here at the top of the bag. You have an extra spring. There's metal at the bottom here in the trunnion. So where the handle connects to the trunnion, there's two pieces of metal that hold it in place. There's extra wiring for an earth. It's not really an earth strap, it's more like an anti-static strap, so people didn't get a static shock when they touched the metal handle. So it cost them more to make than U2332 would have done, yet they sold it for a lower price. So from a financial point of view, it doesn't make sense. It's quite odd when you sort of think it through that way. So they would have made less money on the Turbo Junior than they would have made on U2332. 2336 was the Autoflex model. That was the top of the range, so that could have attracted a premium price, whereas obviously the bottom of the range model couldn't. So it's a very funny business model. And as I've said previously as well, at that time in '88, Hoover were just shooting out a massive range of cleaners, and yeah, it's no wonder they got into the financial mess that they did. Anyway, that's enough rambling about Hoover. Let's talk about this particular machine. So this is a U1220, second generation Turbopower Junior, the third Turbopower Junior if memory serves. So there was the U1100, which was the first one. Then there was the U1102, which was the exclusive machine from '84, possibly '85, and then this one in its beautiful, I think it's called Black Tulip, which is a interesting name for a colour scheme. Colour scheme? That's better. Anyway, yeah, but it looks really nice. It's a really nice black. It's certainly very 80s, definitely a very 80s colour. And you have this nice sort of grey bag as well. This is the original bag for this machine, and it's interesting to note there are no holes in this at all. It is in really nice shape. I've also washed this as well, so it smells of... I used that Brazilian washing powder, which you may have seen me use in one of the washing machine videos. It has a lovely scent to it. It's really nice, and it's perfect for hand washing. Top tip for you: if you can possibly ever avoid it, never put a vintage vacuum cleaner bag through the washing machine, even on a delicate cycle, something like that. Just don't do it. It's not worth the risk. Hand wash it. Always hand wash it. That's what I did with this one, and it's come up really nicely. The machine runs really well. I did the usual business of completely taking it apart, oiling all the bearings, cleaning out the cooling fan. The brush roll was taken apart as well. Bearings oiled, everything checked to make sure it functions well. It runs great. A couple of marks to the motor hood here. There's sort of marks and scratches everywhere on it, but you know, it's 32 years old. It's had a life. Very hard to find them now without any marks or scrapes on them. It's not too bad. It's certainly not the worst I've seen. And there is, oh, the cat's here again. And there is a mark here through the lettering down the bottom. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not terrible. There are a couple of things that I really want to point out on this. The first thing is that the lower cord hook has unfortunately been snapped off. Most of them now, very hard to find them with their lower cord hooks. What happens here actually is that the spring mechanism gets really stiff. If I pull that out, it's very, very tight. And this is only a thin piece of plastic, so when somebody went to wrap the cable up, it wouldn't have been done by any force, by any means. They would have just literally just gone to move the tab up. From so many years of being pushed in and out and in and out, it wears on this point, and you'll find that most of them are snapped at this angle. But yeah, just wanted to point out that that's not there. And this wheel as well has a little chunk of plastic missing from it. Hopefully you can see it on the camera if I move the machine back a bit. Yeah, there's just a little bit of plastic just missing there. It doesn't affect the structural integrity of the wheel at all. It's absolutely fine. It rolls. Not a problem at all. What else have I done to it? It's had a brand new belt. It's got a brand new bag in it. Obviously there will be a little bit of dust in the bag because I'm going to go and run it now to show people the machine working. And yeah, in a nutshell, that's it. So we've got quite a nice Turbo Junior here. I think it would suit someone's collection if they don't currently have one. So yeah, let's take it into the lounge and give it a run.